Oh, hey, welcome back to another episode of On It. I'm Brianna Jackson.
And I am Jessica Langford.
Oh, let me tell you what we have going on this show. So, we have a few hot topics, some things that really make you question our generation.
Yes, but we cannot forget about our special guest coming through to showcase some poetic skills. But before all of that, let's dive into hot topics.
Hot topics. So, I'm sure many of you have heard about the epidemic known as Ebola, which is actually a fatal virus that has made its way to America. It was developed in lesser developed countries. That's where it started. But it did come to America by a Liberian man named Thomas Eric Duncan. So, he came here, he was hospitalized, and later he died in Dallas. But social media exploded. Like, people were straight clowning on Twitter and Instagram with all of these memes and all of the ridiculous things they were saying, which makes you wonder if that's the way we cope with things or if we have like a serious issue with disrespect.
I feel like it's borderline disrespect because you do have to, like be sensitive to the fact of how many people, have passed from this disease. But people just try to make everything, take other things lighthearted, and it's like, I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie, it was a few memes that I kind of chuckled at.
I laughed. I'm ashamed because it's not funny.
But it's
But when you put Kermit the Frog on there, it makes it funny. Like, that's a childhood friend.
Or Marcus Houston with like plastic. Like, what was that outfit?
Disrespectful.
But the fact that he really wore the outfit, but we're not gonna dive into that.
I'm sleep on it.
We're not gonna dive into that. All right. So for those that don't know, I don't know what rock you've been hiding under, but this weekend is Homecoming from Mizzou. If you are interested in going to the games, I'm not sure if tickets are still selling or not. I'm pretty sure they're probably already gone.
Probably sold
but
out.
The game does happen on the 25th at 3 p.m. They are playing Vanderbilt, so this should be like an epic game.
It's supposed to be a big deal.
A big deal. Columbia is gonna like go up.
There's gonna be so many thousands of people here.
Yes, like the traffic might suck.
I'm not leaving. I'm not even walking outside
Look,
downtown.
park somewhere and walk. Enjoy Columbia scenery, everything. But if you are not interested in the football game, don't worry. We have a whole lot of stuff that is going down. Family events and things like that. Parties, of course. So, if you're not busy, enjoy this weekend and, turn up.
Say turn up for the 103 anniversary.
103. Mizzou old.
Say old.
That old.
Not as old as us, though.
Right, no. 1833. Hold it down.
Hold it down.
Hold it down. All right.
So, music. On the music scene this week, I hear that some lovely ladies, not just us.
Oh, okay.
But some other lovely ladies hit the stage for a reunion of sorts. Go ahead and let me know about it.
Yes. So on the 14th, if you guys did not catch it, make sure you catch it. BET Hip Hop Awards did go down in a major way. They had a lot of performances, some including Ty Dolla $ign and Rich Homie Quan. But the highlight of the night, Brandy, MC Light, Yo-Yo, and Queen Latifah herself.
Oh.
Graced the stage with a throwback joint, I Want to Be Down remix, and it was epic. Please YouTube it, tune in, because it was amazing. But, of course, you can't forget about the ciphers. The ciphers were amazing. A highly anticipated cipher from Remy Ma and her husband, Papoose. Remy Ma was in jail, so everybody was waiting on that. Some other people, Kevin Gates, Wiz Khalifa, so it was definitely something major. Check your local listings. If you haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure BET is re-airing it. Or, just go to BET.com. They got all the highlights, everything that you missed. Trust me, you don't want to be the one left out. You have to see that performance from Brandy.
You do.
She looks good.
I know.
She looks amazing. Queen Latifah, everybody looked amazing. Everyone.
That's just what I want to look like when I get older. You know what I mean? Like, those are some beautiful women.
Brandy's like in her 30s.
I know. What is that? She was just little Moesha. Like,
okay,
a couple
most
days
of the
ago.
east of the look. We remember. But
yes.
we're gonna slide over to campus news with my lovely co-host that wears so many hats. Please let us go in. Let us know what's going down.
Oh, so So many hats. Let me tell you about what I do on campus besides being one of the amazing hosts for On It by Steven's Life. Okay, so if you didn't know, I'm currently the executive board president for the Student Government Association, and we have been working on a lot. So we have been making sure that the student body is the best that it can be, that everybody is getting the experience that they said that they were going to get when they came here. So we planned a student forum with Diane Lynch to take place October 14th. And then the day before, I got a little phone call, and it was like, hey, it's not happening. Figure something else out. I was
Record
like,
scratch.
what?
Record scratch.
Diane, we've had this plan for a month. What you mean? But actually, it was a very important time. We got to talk to one of the vice presidents of academic affairs candidates. Currently, we are looking for a new vice president of academic affairs because Dr. Annette Digby stepped down last semester. So we were trying to fill that in, and it's very important that the students get to meet with these candidates and really get their input in. So we did have the opportunity to meet with Dr. Tim Garner. He was super cool. He's actually a Steven's dad. His daughter graduated from here in 2011. So it was great to have the opportunity to talk to him. But we did get to reschedule the student forum for yesterday. So it was a real good time. A lot of people came out,
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes,
I'm glad it was a good turnout.
Yeah, it was packed in there, and also we always raffle off the parking ticket, like free parking. But this year, and for every other year that student government holds it down, Diane Lynch is going to be giving away a drawing for free textbooks as well. Ooh. So you give her your schedule for the next semester. She buys all your textbooks. Do you know how much money you save? Like, my textbooks cost $600.
Diane,
and I'm not,
hold it down. I'm in debt. Hold it down with the textbooks.
That's
for
what
the
I'm
free.
saying. Like,
for the free,
you can pay for my textbooks too, because I'm president. You could give me another scholarship. Like, I know you got some make a wish money. I know you can make it happen for me.
I know she gotta have some cool. Make a strong wish money, because I need that. I need that. What else we going on?
Also, I am a member of Creative Inc., which is the marketing firm on campus. So
told you, many hats.
Many. And we had the opportunity, my creative Hannah B. Lau and we got to go to Columbia Startup Weekend. It was held at the Museo, and it is a competition where you take an idea and you go from concept to company. So a lot of people were there pitching their ideas. There was about 49 of us who pitched, and then we broke into teams. Our team was one of the youngest and the biggest. We had 8 people. 6 out of 8 of us were still in college. And we created the Wandering Turtle, which got 3rd place. So if you want to learn more about that, you can visit the Stevens website, or you can visit the Creative Inc. blog.
Yes. And if you are down for the musical scene, please do not forget to check out Light in the Piazza. Just a quick little background about that. It is about a mother, Margaret, and her daughter, Carol. They go to Italy, and Carol ends up falling in love, and, young romance. It's always so beautiful. But it made her mother, reconsider her daughter's future, and as well as reflect on, her own life regrets and things that she's been through. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, make sure you go out. It opens on October 24th at 7:30. You can have another chance to go see it on the 25th, the 31st, and November 1st, all at 7:30 in the Mecklenburg Playhouse. Trust me, you don't want to miss that.
Don't want to miss it.
I'm a sucker for, young blossoming love. So.
Right, the love and the light and the
Italy,
feelings.
You fall in love with an Italian man.
There's a hat.
Perfect. It's perfect.
And the posters are so amazing. Shout out to Hannah B. Lau.
Yes,
my creative.
Yes.
So this week we do have the always fabulous Olivia Odell with her perfect homecoming look that you can achieve for this weekend. Let's see that package.
I'm sure plenty of you have plans along with fabulous outfit options. I'm going to provide you with a quick and easy makeup look that's sure. As you can see, I've already done my face makeup, so that's foundation, powder, eyebrows, etc. But we're going to start this look off by adding a rose gold shadow to the lid. Next, you're going to want to put a brown shadow in your crease, creating a little bit of depth, and you want to make sure to blend it out.
Come on. Am I putting the mic right here?
Now you're going to want to take that same brown eyeshadow and place it along the lower lash line.
So that's kind of bogus. Okay. Because normally
now you're going to want to go in with an even deeper brown, just to add a little bit more depth in the crease. Next, you want to take a brown liner and run it along your lower waterline. Now go in with that same deep brown that we used earlier, just to add a little bit more depth and to smudge out the lower waterline. Next, you're going to take a gel liner and create a little bitty wing on your upper lash line. Now you're going to take a smudging brush and you're just going to smudge that line a little bit, just creating a smoky effect. Now take that same black gel liner and just run it along half of your lower lash line. And now I'm going to go in and highlight. This look would be good matched with any lip color, whether it be nude, or red, or purple.
All right, all right. Well, as you can see, we do have a very special guest today. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Shelley Romero. I'm a sophomore English major, and I have a digital filmmaking minor. And I am involved in a lot of on-campus activities, SGA sophomore class, Sigma Tau Delta, Alpha Lambda Delta, and I think that's it. Maybe.
Yeah, so we don't ever know what all we're in.
Nope.
Well, this week we decided we wanted to have some poetry, do something a little different on the show. So we will go ahead and give over the stage to Miss Shelley.
Thank you, girls. First poem is called The Christmas Gift, The Bell Jar. Glittering green paper fell to the floor, sticking to the carpet, forced into the air by a bulldog drooling with excitement. I smiled, unwrapping a paperback. Pink letters pressed against velvet black sheened. I traced their curves, following each with my fingertip. Raising the book to my nose, I inhaled the sweet concoction of ink and paper, the welcoming scent of new book. My fingers pulled the covers apart, filtering through strangely thick pages, and I find myself transported back to the day of the Rosenberg execution, and my thoughts become hazed, unmuddled by the shocks that shake my body. The pages of the book slap together, front and back meeting again. I have been gifted another life. And then my second piece is a piece I wrote for my mom, whom I have not seen in a year and a half, and it's based on a photograph of her when she was younger. It's called Tears at the Beach. On a cloudless day, she emerged from the waters, Aphrodite reborn. She walked slowly, fertile hips swaying side to side, enjoying the feel of the warm sand, the small shells under her bare feet. She ran a delicate hand through wet black curls that were whipped by the wind around her thin waist. The wet one piece glistened like silk, covering her curved form with confidence enough not to need it. Artemis interrupted. The click of a picture made her stop. An Actean man had watched her bathe. She looked up, frowned, her eyes glimmering like honey-brown tourmaline, the fury of a goddess within. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you,
Thank
Shelley.
you so much.
All right, we're going to go ahead and let our next poet come up here and introduce herself and a little bit about her piece and get a thing going.
State your name for the audience.
All right, my name is Tiana Williams, and I'm a freshman creative writing major. All right. So I'm going to be doing two pieces, and the first piece is called Last Minute Love Stuff. Good morning, love. I saw you the other day as you walked by the horizon. I didn't get to say hello because you were moving so fast, but you looked good. And the aroma of your aura is one of the sweetest smells to ever tickle my nose, love. The mellow vibrations of your name caress the melody so imperfectly, love. You taste exactly the way I remember, and I can only imagine how amazing it must feel to touch you, love. But I guess I got too comfortable with the idea of you being mine before you actually were mine. And now you'll probably never be mine because I didn't fight for your attention. I didn't think I had to. Intoxicated with empty hopes, I sat back lusting after you because you love love the way I love love. Can't fully grasp the concept of love. Never really been in love, but endlessly in love with the idea of love. Hey, love. I expected you to somehow find me, find the smile with my address attached, love. I guess you never found me. You see, I have a house, but I'm homeless. Handful of hope, but I'm hopeless. Romantically starving. Butterflies no longer suppress my appetite. Feed me, love. You don't taste the way I remember love. You don't sound the way I remember love. You don't smell the way I remember love. You don't look the way I remember love. I don't know how you feel. I've never touched you.
Yes.
All right, and this second piece is called The Light Bill. There's an unopened disconnection notice on the table, and payday's next week. Nothing but dead dreams and pocket lint in your wallet. And when payday does arrive, money evaporates like sweat above your brow. 365 dead-end shifts, back is broken, fingers too numb to feel it. Physically leaving your hand, it never even touches your hand. You see, this never-ending merciless chain of poverty has got us by the neck. Chain gets tighter and tighter with every disconnection, every loan. Gotta get a loan to pay the loan, taken out to pay the loan, to keep us from sitting in the dark. And though light shines when I flip that switch, I am still in the dark because I don't understand how we're walking but never getting anywhere. It seems like point A never leads to point B. We're at a dead end, stuck at point D. D as in debt, death, despair. The same look of despair written all over the little boy's face who has to feast on salt from oceans above his eyelids and is lullabied by the sounds of an empty stomach. You see, a child should never be torn from innocence, thrust into this world of corruption, forced to swipe and pocket knickknacks from the local liquor store because school is out, fridge is empty, and baby sisters at home crying from the agonizing pains of hunger while mama's at work working for money that will never be hers. You see, this right here is not poverty. This is savagery. Got us diving to the ground, catching bullets, dodging pennies, catching bullets, dodging pennies. We are demented. We are blind. We are deaf to the truth. We see ourselves as victims of an unknown source, victims of an unsolved crime, confined to dope shacks of grime and infestation. But you know what? We can't kill the roaches or find the door to set us free because we're walking in the dark, passing up our destination because mama, she couldn't pay the light bill because we're waiting on someone to pay the light bill, waiting on someone to flip that switch, shed light on the fact that, you know what? Sometimes we blow out our own bulbs. Sometimes we are given faulty bulbs, and oftentimes there are not enough bulbs, enough candles, enough light to explain why this chain is so hard to break. Thank you.
Let me cool the mic off.
Right, she just spit fire.
Maybe that's
truth
what
and
we
knowledge
need. Oh,
on that
goodness.
mic. Oh
I was
my!
over here feeling ways. All right, so that is how you wrap up a show.
That is it. That's
That
the
is
best.
how you wrap up a show.
Best show to date.
Have to thank our lovely poets,
Thank you
our
so
lovely
much.
audience, and thank you at home. Please tune in on November 5th for another episode of On It.
That's right, November 5th. And in the meantime and in between time, you can visit visit.blog.stevens.edu/StevensLice for the latest news from around campus. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you November 5th.
Peace.